I've never seen it.
I mean, I will change for anyone. I think that's an important thing about me isn't it crazy if someone really close to you says that doesn't matter, that does not carry the weight as if a stranger says that's what I think.
Oh yeah. I had one person, I did a similar thing. I trimmed my beard yesterday because a friend was like, "What are you doing?" I mean, it was a friend, to be fair.
Yeah.
But they're like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I've never owned a beard
Oh,
trimmer."
I'm friends with this guy with no picture on Instagram.
We're kind of close.
This I would say one of the best parts about having like a chronic brain disease
There's a lot.
There's a lot, but people will be like, "Why is your face?" And I'll be like, "Because I have a brain disease."
Sure.
And then they have to be like, "Oh,
Yeah.
I have a question.
it feels great."
Mm-hmm.
I asked you to hang out like a week ago or so, and then you said the brain thing. Was that
CBD.
real?
Was
No. If it's ever a situation like this, then it was real. But if it's every other situation, it wasn't.
Literally.
Because
If
you've
it's a situation-
admitted you use it sometimes to get out of things.
Yeah.
Mostly, I don't use it to get out of things, but I say the joke about using it to get out of things
Okay.
because it would make sense. We're really pulling back the curtain here. I actually don't even have a disease.
You paid so much money to have that surgery just to get out of shit.
Chronic brain disease.
No,
that sounds like something Snoop Dogg might have.
Hey, Snoop
Oh,
Dogg.
Snoop Dogg. I did a show with Danny Jollis this weekend in
Love that
Huntington
guy. He's
Beach,
hilarious.
and
Great guy.
I did a lot of jokes about this disease, and then he went up and he's like, he was like, "It's so funny on the way here." Kyle was like, "I'm gonna try making up having a disease to see if I can have it." Like, it's this huge pop. I'm like, that was better than anything I did.
Happens.
And then I had an infuriating conversation with people I don't know about reels.
Oh God.
You're anti-real, aren't you?
No, I don't care.
We have to do them now. It sucks.
Here's
it's
how I
really
will
killing
surmise it. I like to do comedy in person
Sure.
for the people there in person
Right.
to see a thing you could only see then.
Yes.
Does that equate to crowd work?
Why don't you
Yeah.
go back to the 60s?
Does that
Kyle
equate?
Mayworth?
Yeah, you pull me off Instagram with a long hook pole. I don't like. You see comedians now getting the reel.
Oh, I know. No,
And
that,
you're like, I
that
gotta
makes
go up there
me
and-
furious.
I got to go
Really?
up there and get the reel. And that's what these people who were not on the show I was on with
Dude.
Danny, but on the next show, they were talking about getting the reels and how you got to get the reels. And they had sold 1,000 tickets. And
That's what
fuck.
is heartbreaking is you're like, it does work, but
Yeah.
it's like watching it in real time, it's ruining comedy for real.
Is
Like,
it all crowd work mostly?
Mostly, yes, but like I'll watch comedians who are good. Like by all accounts, they're good comedians, but they'll tank a show almost because they go up. And this is showcase shit, not like they're headlining.
Yeah.
That would be one thing. If it's like I do crowd work when I'm headlining sometimes.
I think
I like to
crowd
mix it
work
in.
is an important, unique aspect of
Yeah.
stand-up because it's a
Live
thing you
show,
can only
baby.
see there.
Yep.
It's a thing you had to be at it to see. And I think some of those are funny made into videos.
Absolutely,
I don't
yeah.
think the doing live entertainment to get the reel for the people online, I think that hurts it all.
It
And-
does,
And you
'cause
see
then
it happening.
I've heard people complain where they're like, "Oh, I went to see the show and they just did that." Like,
Yeah.
they asked 40 different people in the room what they did for a living.
How are you
And,
going to
like,
know?
sincerely.
You know who
It's
would
a
be really,
census.
really good at? Yeah, that's. I'm going to say who'd be really good at stand up right now is a census taker.
Yeah.
They're just knocking on a door, like, "You guys come here often?
So,
How
you-
many people in here come here often?"
do you drink? That's like a doctor talking. Do you drink like 7 to 10 a week? Because that's not good.
Hi, is anyone inside? Are you two together? Is anyone inside of a stupid shirt? Yeah, I you can feel people getting that is what is frustrating. And Danny asked someone their name and they were hesitant to talk to him. This is a shift
Yeah.
I'm seeing. And Danny goes, "I'm not gonna come at you with a GoPro like, where the fuck are you from?" Like
Yeah.
he's like, "I'm not looking to just put you on
Dude.
Instagram." And the crowd applause break.
Yeah.
Because they're so happy to see comedy.
Yeah. Except then they go see the guy who does GoPro in your face. So
Right,
it's
right.
the
That is
tricky
the thing, though. But the GoPro
I'm in
in your
this
face sells
exact fucking
10,000
thing right now.
tickets.
Yeah. I truly think it's like maybe I'm crazy for this, and maybe people like it. I don't like that we're filming the crowd now. Like it was
Yeah.
one thing when a comic would do crowd work and you just see them. Now they're zooming in on the person's face.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't need to see. I'm also like, how big of a fucking team do you have?
I find it really weird to be holding a GoPro on stage.
Yeah. I don't think that. I think
like-
most of them have another camera going.
Sure.
Somewhere that's not a GoPro, but there is a GoPro happening. I just don't think they're holding it.
I think I'm going to bring in a full-on Christopher Nolan-sized crane with an $88 GoPro attached to it and just lower it down to people. Where are you from? And then it swings into their face. It's an IMAX camera so loud you cannot hear the show.
Oh yeah.
My sets
And
are
they're
best
breaking
done in
people's
70.
teeth.
This is reels in 70 millimeter IMAX.
It's gonna get to that point because Instagram algorithms like the higher quality shit.
Really?
So as soon as somebody ups the quality again, it's gonna fuck everybody.
I posted this dumb thing about Ben Shapiro and these kids they're making fun
See
of.
that? Yeah.
And they come on, and a frustrating thing to me is that there's no rhyme or reason behind which of my videos do well. I kind of have a
same,
shtick.
yeah.
I do like a third stand-up and 2/3 like fake movie jokes, right?
Yes.
Because the podcast.
Sure.
And some of them will go 2 million. And then the
Wow.
exact same joke will be 600. And I'm like,
Yeah.
well, I have in between that people who I think should see it, who follow me at least. Or you look at the one that gets 2 million and it's like 300 people that follow you saw this. And
Of
you're like,
course.
how?
yeah.
Why follow anybody?
The one thing I have had go really viral, nobody even knew. Like none of my friends knew.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, this is crazy. This is happening.
Light?
I've got a bunch of followers. No, I wish that bit went viral. I got in trouble, or I didn't get it. People got mad at me for that one. So
Yeah.
I was like, I thought that was gonna be millions because I was
Yeah.
like, it's one of the rare bits that I have that's in them. It's
Yeah.
timely.
See, that's what
It's
I wish
good.
it could really become is you have a couple, because we all do like 2 minutes up top about stuff
Whatever's
that we
happening.
won't do in a year.
Yeah.
That stuff I'm fine with posting
Of
all the
course.
time is like very timely jokes.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I've switched my brain over the past month. I'm posting everything. I don't give a shit anymore.
Yeah.
The idea of burning material is over.
It really is
I've seen. I did it. I just saw a friend post a special, a very funny special, and the comments were like, "Oh, I've seen all of this material on your stuff, but I love seeing it again." Nobody
cares?
gives a shit.
You don't think there's a downfall to posting shit and then people seeing it in person?
I think I could post
Awesome.
one joke, the same joke every day for a month and gain only positive traction from it.
I think you're
because
right.
something I have to get over in my head very frequently is you don't care, Tom. You don't care, Phil, if I post a bit that
Right.
you've seen. You're not like this fucking
That's-
guy.
I'm in
but
the
you're
same
in your head
boat.
you're in your head like
Of course.
But it is so rarely
But-
do the people who actually follow you see anything you do because you're not
100%.
paying money.
Somebody made a good point to me. It's almost like doing a set where it's like you do the same joke one night to the next.
Yeah.
It's like doing that again where it's like you're just trying to catch the fucking algorithm.
Oh, I've evolved
It sucks.
jokes from my album that I will record probably on another one because they're in a different place and better. And now the whole joke is the setup
Yeah.
or something like that. I think it's fine that it's constantly evolving all the time.
Yeah.
You gonna tell me I can't redo a joke, but we've all bought the same fucking Eagles album 73 times?
That's true. The only thing that I think, and this is the benefit of it, I have to remind myself nobody knows who the fuck I am.
Yeah.
So it's like until you're at that level, like a Nate Bargatze or like Tom Segura, yeah, you can still kind of run. I mean, I don't get me wrong. I'm trying to write new shit all the time.
Yeah.
But I can't just drop everything because one person in the crowd might have heard this.
I think
bit.
very rarely, I believe of very rarely will you run into people who've seen the stuff, and everyone you'll run into at your show who's seen your stuff likes you and
Yes.
it and gets it.
Yeah.
So I don't think someone's gonna. It's like Chris Rock said, if they see you doing the same stuff the third time, they might not come back.
Yeah.
Like, well, that's because it's at a theater.
Exactly.
They spent $80
And
to see you 3 times.
I heard that advice when I was like maybe 3 years in
Yeah.
or something like that, and it got really in my head. And then you're like, these are super famous people.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
and it
yeah.
was before, like, it was even before any kind of like Instagram, whatever. They were the type of famous that people just saw their name and were like, oh, I know that person.
It would be very rare for someone in Los Angeles to have seen a joke of mine twice.
yeah.
And even when I was in New York, and even if they do,
yeah.
you're like, well, it's been 3 years, and they're like, heh, you know,
Of course, yeah.
But it's a hard thing to get over.
Most people
Yes.
see comedy maybe once a year.
At least
or 2
most smart
years.
people.
Yeah. It's
Most
like,
intelligent people aren't coming
Right.
back.
And so the people who do love comedy, or the people who go a lot,
I was
usually
just joking.
love it.
I was just joking. Just so everyone
no,
knows,
the
I
people
love
who like
that
comedy are the smartest people on the planet.
The people who like our comedy in particular,
Oh, yeah.
high IQ.
And sexy too.
Yeah.
Oh,
right?
so hot. I want to have sex with them.
Yeah. That's my crowd.
If only I wasn't married.
Welcome
I
to
could-
No Problems with Kyle Ayers. We're going to talk about things we do that create no problems at all. Oh, at
No,
the
I don't
show,
wanna do
I did the Motherland comedy show at the Filipino restaurant, and
Yes.
it's a good show.
Careful.
And
No, I'm just
do you have any? Tell you
do
what
you have
I
any
think.
impressions?
Here's my impression of the kitchen. No. So someone was talking to people, or someone did a joke about how they've cheated and they used to cheat a lot, and now they're changing.
Fucking asshole.
And then they were like, "Is anyone here cheat?" And a girl in the crowd goes, "Yeah." She was, and then so these two women are talking about cheating, and she was like, "When did you cheat?" And she's like, "On the guy I'm with now."
No!
And then I'm like,
Oh my
"That's what the crowd
God.
person says."
He's
I'm
at
like,
the table?
and then the comedian goes, I'm making this a reel." Like,
Oh, yeah.
Was the guy
I was like,
there?
and then no guys.
oh,
And
I
she's
thought-
like, "Well, you got to break up with this guy." And
Oh,
she's
I thought
like,
he was sitting there.
No,
Oh,
wasn't there.
shit, yeah.
But she's just like, "Well, what? This is crazy. You're saying this now."
Yeah.
And break up
Yeah.
with that guy.
Yeah.
She's like, "I get you're over him and you are that over and break up." And she's like, yeah.
Jesus
It was like
Christ.
crazy
See,
honesty.
this is the problem. Women are bad people, and we should
suck.
get rid of them.
Yeah, dude.
Those were both of the women
Oppenheimer.
It's not Oppenheim him for a reason.
There we go.
Because his name.
Yeah.
Yep. We got
Yeah,
it.
that's why they didn't name it that. 'Cause his
Yeah.
wasn't his name.
Will you guys explain that to me one more time?
Sure. So
Okay.
they didn't call it Oppenheim him.
Okay.
Right.
Because
Why?
the man that did all this, his name was Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Oh, and when you see a girl, sometimes they are referred to as a her.
yeah, and
Exactly.
Did
Or
you
they.
see
Okay.
where
Still don't
in
get
the
it.
movie where he was choking, and they had to give him the Oppenheim lick?
I didn't catch that one.
We're going to take a quick break.
Oh, did we start?
I don't know when we're gonna actually have started this.
Tom, you have a heart out, right?
Oh, I have a hard on.
You dog.
No, I don't know that I mean, I have a semi.
What are you
hard
doing
out.
today?
I like.
I have to go get a haircut, and I have to do another podcast.
Are you getting a haircut because someone told you your hair's getting too long?
Yeah.
You know, you can
myself.
cut it at home if you're sad.
I believe
There's a
me,
guy
I
at
got
your house who'll do
cheers.
that for you if you're sad. I cut it with the scissors that come in the knife block,
Sure, sure.
and then
I've done
trimmed
that.
it up with my beard trimmer.
I did that during the pandy, but now I need a haircut, man.
Is that
It's
John
not good.
Pandy?
Like my wife said it's good, but I've got these. My hair does this thing where it flares out like
Yeah.
a fucking elephant or something, and
yeah.
so I gotta take care of it.
Didn't
man.
that used to be cool? Back in the day, like the
I
Jim
think,
from The Office.
but
had
not
that?
with your
Yeah.
not the sideburns though. You don't want those going.
Just
to,
the
you got to
sideburns.
keep those trimmed up.
You've got
yeah.
Jim from The Office sideburns, so you're just like Jim Fonzie.
Dude, I tried to do the Jim from The Office flare out
dude,
too.
dude.
It never
I
worked.
think
It was
everyone
fucking
did.
embarrassing, man. I did it once. I like intentionally like gelled my hair back there. This was like in high school. I was trying, and a guy who was older than me goes, "Did you do that on purpose?" And
Yeah.
I go, "No." And he
Uh-huh.
goes, "Are you sure?" Fuck, you got me. I gelled the back of my
busted.
hair. I
Damn.
did. Fuck, why would you call me out, Matt
That's
Katzenmeyer?
brutal.
Yeah,
What a
yeah,
piece
yeah.
of
Because he
shit.
doesn't. He's insecure about how he looks, so he needs to knock you down a peg.
Yeah.
Piece of
You should have told me I had
Or
brain
maybe he
disease.
was just hilarious. Some people aren't
That's-
insecure.
I'm watching Peacemaker, the John Cena superhero show, and he
Yeah.
has like the funniest line where he just bullies Steve Agee like the entire show, and then one of the other characters is like, "You have to stop being mean to him. You have to stop talking to him like that." And John Cena goes, "I think you're not taking into account a lot of the stuff I'm saying is really funny,"
Damn.
which is just
Yeah.
so fun. It is such a good show. Anyways, well, maybe we will take a break. I don't know when we'll start this, but then we'll get
Sure.
into how you've never seen Memento.
Oh. Go ahead.
All right, we're feeling good. I'm here with Tom Thakkar, who has never seen
Yes.
Memento.
Never seen it.
I'm here with Phil Morris, who I assume has seen Memento.
Saw it like 2 months ago,
Great.
Oh,
but
really?
I forgot it all.
Oh, look at that.
I will,
I think
uh,
that's a reference to the movie.
I
I've
did.
not seen it.
I will. I'll bury this story that I've told on the podcast before now about Memento. We've never done Memento on the show,
Wow.
or have we? And this is a bit about it. No, we haven't.
Hey,
I
come
had a. You know how high school football coaches are also teachers,
And
it's
they
like
fucking
a
suck
fucking
at
joke.
it.
It's a joke.
Dude, my high school. Okay, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Phil.
All
You
right.
saw an in to make it about you. Let's go.
I did. It'll be real quick.
I didn't set up that I'm telling a story.
Can I interrupt it real quick? Let
Yeah.
me just break the flow. He thought 9 plus 4. Oh, you took
Sorry,
my
I
mic
took your
out.
microphone down for a second.
No, go ahead.
You're like doing that.
Anyways,
who's
my
that
teacher thought
ESPN
9
show?
plus 4.
He thought it was 15. Wasn't that fucking funny and worth all that?
He thought
Sure.
9 plus 4 was 15?
yeah, and
Wow.
but he was a really great football coach.
Was he a math teacher?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Well,
you
that's a
would
bigger
think you would
problem.
need to know shit like that for football coaching too. You still have to.
How many
know
guys are on the
numbers.
field?
Yeah.
Honestly, dude, I can't fucking tell you at this point.
That's not like
30?
That's not like science or something. That's like a basic fucking thing.
Yeah.
They would all, but it would all, the football coaches would just be on their, they would be like, all right, here's the packet. And then they just,
Yes.
like, how much work do you really need to put into coaching high school football?
Yeah.
I mean, what can possibly, what do you just hope one of the kids gets big quick? Like, I don't understand,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Because it's in high school, it's just like one kid hits puberty harder than everyone
Right.
else. He's the best high school football player you've ever had. And then he's a normal kid in college.
He sells real estate.
Yeah.
He does.
Oh yeah,
he does.
You're talking about the guy who played football in high school to bothers you to invest in his company online
Follow
to real
me.
estate pipeline.
Follow me at Ben McLaughlin Realtor.
It's the level at which you retire from football depends on whether you're selling houses or cars.
Yeah. Yep.
I really want to make it to Hyundais.
Oh yeah. If you could sell
Play
a
on
Kia,
Sundays, you'll sell Hyundais.
I love it.
Russell
That's
West-
good.
Yeah, thank you. I'll
You should
tweet
tweet that,
I
yeah.
will. I'll X that.
Oh god.
Are they calling it Zeet?
I don't know what the fuck they're calling it. I didn't even know about the exchange until the exchange.
The exchange. How's this doing on the exchange market?
I like pulled up. I had a tweet that was doing pretty well for what is new Twitter. I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where the numbers
someone
are
saw
lower.
it.
Yeah, exactly. This is the thing. I people are like Threads is it. I try to post the same thing on Threads. It does nothing.
No.
I promoted my special on Twitter and it people shared it and it was like normal Twitter again.
Yeah.
But yeah, the X thing. I was like, what? Why does there need to be a change? Like it's
No.
Twitter was
I always
fine.
said
Yeah.
that the biggest problem was the logo. I think we all agreed. Myself,
with
the
that?
Proud Boys, the Nazis,
too soft.
all agreed.
A
The
blue
logo. Yeah, I was tweeting out back the blue whenever they were getting rid of it, and I was like, "Don't X the blue," with my Punisher bumper sticker
bird. Sure.
with the blue line running through his
Yeah,
skull.
he loved the police. I
That
remember.
is one of my favorite things. Is the thin blue line Punisher stickers are
I
just
mean-
so wonderful.
the hypocrisy. Don't even get me started, honey.
Have you seen my thin OJ line bumper sticker for tennis coaches? The thin OJ. That is
Hey.
probably not gonna
Hey,
make.
allegedly.
Sorry, allegedly his name is OJ.
That's true. Allegedly.
Allegedly it's Orenthal.
Orenthal James.
Was that his actual name?
Orenthal.
That's
Yeah.
great. Why switch to OJ? I like Orenthal. Orenthal never would have done any of that shit.
Sounds like a toothpaste.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, it does sound like-
Or a cigarette.
or an innocent
Oh,
man.
nice. Yeah, that's true.
Are those Orenthal Slims? You know, you're supposed to crush the butt of it, and it releases a little bit of orange juice flavor in your Orenthal cigarettes. Those are Orenthal
Is that true about
crushes.
menthol?
No, isn't there those one camels that you
Yeah,
crush and it
Camel
like
Crush.
gives you other
Oh,
flavor? Remember how
no.
cigarettes needed tech? That is like, I feel like we're having a hard time making people come back and buy more cigarettes. Is there a way we can make these more addicting?
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe some sort of rewards card.
They should put candy tips on those suckers.
That would be fun. All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to okay, Memento.
Memento.
This Christopher Nolan's second movie, I think. He had a movie called Following.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought this was first. I did
This
not
was,
know
I think,
that.
I think Following might be a short film. So
Sure.
this was like his first like go all in.
And
so
this
here's
is based on
yeah,
a thing by his. I read it was based on a short story by his brother.
by
or
his
something like
brother
that? Yeah.
Johnny
Oh.
Nolan.
Sure.
Okay.
And I think John is short for Jonenthal.
Jonathan James Nolan.
And so Mr. Settle, who was a psychology teacher at my high school and a football coach, not even the football coach, but you're like, do we really need a tight ends coach?
Right.
For Eric,
high school football.
like
yeah,
you're Eric's coach.
you need one-on-one.
You're just there to make sure he passes the test,
Sure.
like finals.
Yeah.
He right at the beginning of psychology, he was like, you know, maybe the first or second day we watched Memento over like 2 or 3 days of school. Mm-hmm. And you'd have those, it was like the long block classes where it's 90 minutes in a class a couple of Tuesdays. Anyways, we watched Memento, and then he's like, that's what short-term memory, that's what it's like. And then, it's cool. I'm like a sophomore in college or in high school. It's like a cool movie. I loved it. I'm like, this is like my favorite movie now. And I'm super into it. Then later in the semester, he's like, we're going to watch this movie called Memento. And he puts it in and we watch it again.
Oh my God.
And everyone's like, but no one's saying anything.
Sure.
Yeah.
You're watching a
it's
fucking
movie day.
Yeah. Sure.
And then all the way through, and we kept waiting for him to be like, because this was all a but no, he's just an idiot.
Yeah.
He just forgot he had showed us the movie.
Forgot.
And played it all the way through. So 6 days, there's not that many days in a semester. For 6 of them, I watched this movie.
That is kind of like when I was in high school, my history teacher, one showed us JFK as if it was real, like the movie, as if that was actually history.
The ending will blow his mind.
But also, he showed us Speed, which didn't happen. And then he put us on a bus with a bomb from
the pigeonholing of movies. We watched Selena in Spanish class.
Yeah.
And none of it's in Spanish.
That's incredible.
Which is, and like we were just like, oh yeah, this you gotta watch this so you understand conjugating. You're like, really? I gotta understand this so I understand why you don't go into the unverified DM section.
Yep. Man, they didn't even have that.
That really was the life lesson I took away from that was.
But I loved when teachers like tried to make the connection, but it was even better when they were just like, man, fuck off. Here's a movie.
I'm hungover. Jurassic Park's tight.
Because I'm from Indiana, there were multiple classes that they just had us watch the movie Hoosier.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
Sure. That's what we did with Roadhouse in Missouri. They were like, look, this is going to be most of your jobs.
You're going to be a town to town.
All right, everybody. Now, during this, count how many billboards there are.
Man, that movie rules. I just
Roadhouse?
saw that for the first time maybe a year
it's so
ago.
tight.
It's so good.
Ripping a dude's throat out.
Oh, fuck.
What
It's
a
so
great.
tight.
Have you seen it?
I've never seen
Oh,
Roadhouse.
you got to see
Spoiler.
it.
I've been to Texas Roadhouse.
That's a great restaurant, a good establishment.
Yeah.
That's the sort of place you take my brother for his birthday. He's going to get a 36-ounce steak.
Really?
Eat it right in front of you.
I can't eat huge steaks like I used to be able to.
Yeah.
They don't seem appealing
See,
to me.
this is the LAification. You've come out here. The
happened
woke
to you?
mind
This
virus
is my
has ruined you.
my beta cuck delta is that I don't want to eat a tomahawk steak.
Have you considered that you actually have the woke mind virus? And that's your medical disorder?
I have, but I keep forgetting every 7 minutes, so I have woke mind virus tattooed on my chest backwards.
I have Hunter
that's another
Biden
reference.
didn't do anything.
Anyways.
You're right. What happened?
Sorry, really McConnelling here at the microphone.
Yeah.
I really feel. Are you stalling because the script is so bad?
I haven't read it yet.
Okay, great.
Or I read it and forgot.
I really. Oh, baby.
read it and forget it.
I wish I could forget.
That
Read it.
rotisserie grill infomercial is also the tagline to Memento. Set it and forget it. You remember that rotisserie grill?
No.
Late night used to be late night ad. Anyways.
Now I kind of now. That,
You don't
that's
remember that
conjuring
thing
something
no
up.
one knows that I'm probably misremembering? You don't remember my memory of a memory from childhood?
Set it and forget it is like I think about it in volleyball terms. I played volleyball.
You're the worst volleyball player ever.
said it.
Tom, it's not.
I'm
Forget
out.
it.
I did my part. Spike it and hike it. You're
Yeah.
so-
Set it up. Whatever happened to that ball anyway? The 1 second later.
And Tom is leaving the court yet again. Still an hour left.
Tom, who was sponsored by a rotisserie cooker. He got it. Took him 6 to 8 weeks to ship. Okay, so Memento here. What would you say
buddy.
you're bringing in? If you want to let everyone know what you're bringing
Yeah,
into it.
so I put it in my cover page here, but I remembered the poster.
Okay.
We had to write a sketch about it on the movie show, the show that I was working on pre-pandemic. And so I remember like little highlights, but mainly I remember the guy being shirtless.
Oh yeah.
Because that's when you see the tattoos. And I looked up because I did look up the Wikipedia, but I didn't read all of it. I just read like a couple sentences to so that I would have anything because it was
Yeah.
So there was flashbacks and stuff like that.
Is that allowed, Kyle?
What if it isn't?
He's got to go.
Yeah, here's where I draw the line in the sand. Not 30-minute conversation that has nothing to do with it.
That's podcast.
What?
Baby.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can cast this however you'd like.
Okay. How about let's see. We
Obviously,
have,
if it's all right, you'll do the stage direction and everything.
yeah, I'll do the stage direction. Let's make Kyle a man named Fake Brad Pitt,
Great.
and then you can be short hair.
Okay.
And I think the only other characters, there's Shadowy Man, there's Receptionist. I'll just do all the other ones.
Yeah.
Because those are the two main ones. I'll just do the rest.
So I have to tell you that we have a game on the podcast involving my dad called
Okay.
Guess What Movie Kyle's Dad is Describing, having
Okay.
only watched a trailer and never having heard of the movie.
Yes.
And my dad just describes a trailer, and you have to guess what it is. This was one of the first ones I did, and he just calls him Brad Pitt the entire
that
time.
makes me feel validated because I
He's
thought people
like,
were going to be
Brad
mad
Pitt's
at
in
me.
a hotel with no shirt on. Like that is. I'll see if I can track it down and play it.
That's
here.
incredible. That really makes me feel better because I thought people were going to be like, this guy's a fucking
No,
idiot.
I don't want
for not knowing that
Guy
actor.
Pearce. I don't
It's
think
Guy
it's
Pearce.
It looks
Wow.
in this
What else is
movie
he in?
particular. He is in
like-
Iron Man 2 or 3 as a bad
Okay,
guy
No idea.
Sure.
who dies also.
I know there's at least one movie he's in that I like because I remember being like, "Who is this guy?" And they're like, "It's Brad." It's I already forgot his name. It's Guy Pearce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
So
Anyways.
all right, let's start it up.
Okay.
So I'll be
Oh, wait.
fake Brad
How did I
Pitt.
lose the first page immediately?
They're front to back here.
Oh, I see. You saved some paper. Nicely done.
I throw away the equivalent amount of paper.
Just to make it fair.
Yeah.
All right. Interior, a room, any fucking time. I don't even know if this one needs a header because this is supposed to be mysterious. A close-up, a photo prints out of a Polaroid camera. As it develops, we see that it is a photo of a dead man. My God, he's clearly so dead and not asleep. He's got X's in his eyes. That's how you know the difference. His mouth is all fucked up. No chance at all you think this guy is asleep. There's a fucking knife in his head, all right? He's dead.
Okay.
Cut to interior. Fake Brad Pitt's bedroom. Fake Brad Pitt, a man Tom thought was Brad Pitt, but is actually a different guy, but perhaps similar, wakes up in a huff.
Oh, fuck! I'm late for work.
A woman with short hair, the type who could be in the Matrix or something, pops up next to him.
What are you talking about? You don't have a job.
Who are you?
You said this would happen, remember? We met at a party and you said, I definitely won't remember this. I don't remember anything for more than a day. Like that lady in 50 First Dates. For some reason, I can remember that. But I am a forgetting ass. I can't even lie. Laugh out loud.
I don't remember that.
Well, we took these pictures together, so you'd remember, darling. I think I'm British.
All right. Well, I like that you put the accent on during the word British. Yeah. You only applied it to ish.
She pulls out a camera and a bunch of pictures. They go through them together.
Oh, yeah. This is clearly us meeting.
Close up. Picture of fake Brad Pitt shaking hands with short hair.
I like putting him as FBP.
Yeah, I got tired. It was very late. I was a little drunk when I was writing.
Nice, dude.
FBP shaking hands with short hair. He flips to another picture. It's a close-up picture of fake Brad Pitt and short hair doing shots.
I mean, yeah, that explains the headache.
Close-up, a picture of a third guy doing shots with them. Close-up, picture of the third guy mooning them.
That guy was so fun.
Close-up, close-up, picture of the third guy. Dead? The very picture we saw earlier.
Oh my God, what the fuck is this?
What is this? Did you kill this guy? Wait, who the fuck are you?
British. Oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I just did shots with a guy, killed him, then came home with you, put on the gym teacher outfit you made me put on, made you do laps around the bed naked until you fell asleep, and then watched Modern Family till I fell asleep. You know what? You just like all the other guys.
This must have been an early season of Modern Family.
Yeah.
Short hair heads for the door. Fake Brad Pitt notices something.
Wait. I think I found something.
He sees... Oh, sorry.
A tattoo.
He sees a tattoo on his hand that says, flip the picture over. He flips the picture over. The other side says, Steve.
Oh, well, what the hell are we supposed to do with that?
Short.
Found it. All right. Are there any more tattoos?
Fake Brad Pitt looks back at his hand. It says, turn hand over. The other side of FBH's, I fucked it up. FBP's hand says, find Steve.
Yeah, no shit. Who the fuck is Steve?
Oh my God, there was a guy at the party who said his name was Steve. He said he worked at the psycho hospital where all the crazy are. Maybe one of them did this!
Cut to exterior, the psycho hospital. Mementos later.
Mementos.
We see a building that says the psycho hospital where all the crazies are. Interior, the psycho hospital. Fake Brad Pitt and short hair burst into a reception area. A receptionist looks unfazed to see them enter. Receptionist, please sign in if you're here to see someone.
We're here to talk to Steve. He said he works here.
I have no idea who in the hell you're talking about. There's no Steves who work here.
This employee is tired.
Yes. The camera zooms in on fake Brad Pitt's face.
Wait a minute. I'm having one of my famous flashbacks.
Interior, a dark night, or a dark alley.
It's a real Christopher Nolan situation.
A dark alley, night. Black and white fake Brad Pitt stumbles around an alley. The screen is so shaky, so it's hard to see what's happening.
Who the fuck are you?
We see a shadowy man in a trench coat. That doesn't matter, man. Just find Steve. He has all the clues. Oh, shit. I gotta go before she gets here. It's almost mail time. The tattoo on your ankle will help you. Cut back to the psycho hospital. Present. Back to normal color.
Where did you go?
Fake Brad Pitt checks his ankle. A tattoo. It says, tell the receptionist you're looking for Steven.
But I already did that. She doesn't know a Steven.
Oh, you're looking for Steve Ann. You mean the patient?
No, he said he worked here.
Maybe it was a clue to get us here. Can we talk to Steven?
I don't know why anybody would want to. He doesn't make any kind of sense. But this script is already running kind of long. So fuck it. Get in there.
Get in there.
Cut to interior psych ward hallway. Moments later, short hair and fake Brad Pitt walk down the creepy dark hallway of the psych ward.
This is what our tax dollars go to. You think they have more lights that don't flicker?
That's why I'm a libertarian. Wait, did you hear that?
From down the hall, they start hearing Steve singing. Here's the mail, it never fails. It makes me want to wag my tail. When it comes, I want to yell, mail. Cut to interior, Steve's cell, continuous. Steve, a middle-aged, skinny, ghastly-looking man, rocks back and forth in his cell.
You must be Steve.
Shh, it's mail time. Steve pretends to open a letter. Oh, this one is from Mommy. It says, fuck you, Steve. Oh, Mommy, why?
We've got real mail for you.
Steve crawls up to the bars of his cell. Gimme. Fake Brad Pitt hands him the photo of the dead man. He scurries away.
Well, do you know who it is?
Oh, my. You should not have come here. Who told you to come here?
Stop pretending to be you.
No.
Someone. What did I say? Stop. I'm like, while I'm saying it, I'm like, this is going to bring this to a screeching halt. Someone pretending to be you.
Oh, no. That was Face. He can be anyone. He's working with her. It's a frame job. Classic frame job. Get out of here before she gets here. You'll either be in a cell next to me or worse.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Here's the mail, it never fails. Makes me want to suck my snail. When it comes, I want to yell, mail. Cut to exterior street. Moments later, short hair and FBP are frantically walking the street.
Oh, what the fuck do we do now?
Let me think.
They stop. There's a newspaper stand. Front page. Steve was murdered.
Fuck.
A van pulls up. A mysterious voice comes out. Mysterious voice. Get in. They look at each other and shrug. They get in the van. A woman wearing blue dog makeup sits in the van. Blue says, I'm glad you could be here.
Who the fuck are you?
Didn't you wonder who put all those tattoos on you? Look under your left foot. Fake Brad Pitt pulls out his left foot, a blue paw print with a smear of blood.
But why?
Why do anything in this world? The economy. that guy in the little picture, he created a little yellow piece of shit named SpongeBob SquarePants. And you just happen to be the wrong place at the right time. And you just happen to have a weird memory issue that played perfectly into my scheme.
But who the fuck are you?
I'm Blue. Bada bee da boo die.
Oh no.
Blue pulls a silence gun from her trench coat. Bang, bang. Driver, stop at Mickey D's. I want to try that fucking grimace shake. The end.
Damn.
The thing I will say is you definitely know when this movie came out.
Sure.
Was the good old time when Blue's Clues and Modern Family and the Grimace Shake were all in the zeitgeist simultaneously.
Man, I really felt like I forgot everything I wrote. I really breezed through that.
I loved it.
It was a fun time.
I love-
you guys really nailed it.
What
The
were
British-
you drinking when you were working on it?
I was having a Manhattan.
You make that at home?
Oh yeah, baby.
See, that's what you have when you've seen Oppenheimer.
Oh yeah.
You haven't heard
Oh
of
yeah, the project.
the infamous Mai Tai project? It's just when one guy sort of lays down.
Oh, come off it, Kyle.
All right, we'll be right back. All right, we're back. I have seen Memento a few times. I do love it. I think it's a great movie. Worth checking out.
Yeah,
But
I want to
also-
see it. I ran into a tricky spot where I pitched that movie, and then I was like, I had the night like kind of free, and I was like, maybe I'll watch Memento. I can't.
Can't do it.
So one thing I can't
just
do.
bring the script. For April Fools, I did the pilot to Cheers, and we just read the actual pilot to Cheers, and
That's
people were
great.
like, "That was good."
That was good.
Yeah.
You've never seen this, huh?
Perfectly written script.
Well, I don't want to spoil too much about Memento then,
Sure.
because it's a very spoilable movie. Wouldn't you say so, Phil?
Yeah.
I think like you don't want to know too much about it because there's not a lot going on, because everything plays in different ways.
Yes.
Got that one little guy in it who's in The Sopranos and The Matrix. He's a great
Yeah,
guy.
Ralphie.
Oh yeah,
Ralphie
yeah.
in the
Love
Matrix.
that guy.
Yeah.
He plays
Or
such
Ralphie
a
in the Matrix.
good, such a good piece of shit.
I always thought
He
Ralphie in
is-
the Matrix was crazy having that kinky sex
Yeah.
with the robots.
He's
a
very funny.
whore.
He should have played the same guy.
What is it, Joe Pantoliano?
Yeah,
yeah,
that
he's
sounds
really
right.
good.
He's awesome.
He's good at being the weasel. He's always weaseling. In The Matrix, he's the weasel. In
Oh,
The
yeah.
Sopranos, he's a all-time weasel in
Oh,
The
yeah.
Sopranos.
What a piece of shit in The Sopranos.
I know. Despite me agreeing with his politics,
Oh,
I
yeah,
thought
everything he says and does, I like.
I just didn't like his shirts. Anyways, you don't want to get too much into it because it's a pretty good spoilable movie. It is really, really fun. Super cool. Guy Pearce, great tattoos. Kind of like artsy and a heavy swing. I'll say that even more than like a lot of other Christopher Nolan movies.
Yeah.
This one is insane to have gotten made very early in your career. It must have cost no money to make. Like
Yeah,
now they
right.
wouldn't let someone be this first movie that you make. It's,
I mean, it was a different time,
it
baby.
was a different time, man.
It was the Grimace Shake. It was
Blue's Clues was
It was a
thriving.
time
right?
back where a studio would be like, yeah, that sounds like a cool idea, instead of being like based on.
right. Yeah.
Has this been a toy?
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is based on the children's toy.
Was this a toy? Was this a
Tattoos
McDonald's
about
toy?
rape. Fun movie. Okay, Memento. Go check it. I don't even remember.
It's in
pick it up.
theaters now.
Pick it up. We're at a,
Oh,
at a
wait, what? 2000.
store near you.
It is so crazy to say, but
2000.
stuff felt. The shift of things pre and
Yeah.
post 9/11 is so wild. I don't know why. I associate with post 9/11. I associate lots of military core
obviously.
films.
Yeah.
Whether it is like all of the Marvel stuff, like Iron Man is just a like military. He's the
Yeah.
military is awesome.
Oh yeah.
And but I don't know. Anyways, if you guys haven't checked out 9/11, go check that out now. They're doing a re-release.
I wonder when they are going to make another 9/11 movie. It's been a while.
Well,
Is it too long?
They did knock a few of them out in like 2003.
It was the first to get there.
I
The
saw
first to
World
get
Trade
there.
Center. That was in 2003, right?
It was like 2005, I think. But it was
That one got
very, very
yeah, 'cause I was in
fast.
high school. That one got me into the theaters because they played the song "Fix You" in the trailer. So it
I
would've been
that was
05.
Nick Cage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that you saw. I was just
I
like,
think Maggie
buddy,
Gyllenhaal.
that's still what the buildings look like.
Yeah.
Like it's very early to do
Too
this.
soon.
And It and Crash coming out close together, I was like, oh, they think they know what makes us feel.
Oh yeah, they thought they knew something. They do rush this shit out too fast. They're making the GameStop movie, and I'm like, did they start filming it before the GameStop thing? It's insane.
Oh wait, about the stock thing?
Yeah, yeah.
Man, it's just me. Here's an example of me in a pitch meeting. Strikes are all over. Here's an example of me in a pitch meeting now. Do not tell anyone. No. No. After this is all over, here's me in a pitch meeting. All right, so what about something else that's happened?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What about like COVID?
I'm really happy that there was not an influx of all on Zoom movies. I actually never saw one, and
I know that there were some.
I'm sure there were. I wouldn't watch one, let alone like a whole. I'm surprised there wasn't an Office sitcom that is just on Zoom.
Yeah,
and the goofy stuff happens behind you, like
you
know what I mean. I'm happy that didn't happen. No one. I don't have any fun revisiting.
I don't think anybody wanted that.
I don't like things that. I'm happy that it never came up in shows.
Yeah.
Like if
it did a little bit. There were some things that touched on it, but it was nice. And people would criticize that sometimes. They'd be like, oh, they didn't even touch that. It's like, no, leave it.
Right.
I hate when I'm watching a sports doc and I forget what year the season is in, and then they're like, and then like they're about to go to the championship, and they're like, then they just show like a case of hand sanitizer, and you're like, oh fuck, it's about to get canceled because the fucking pandemic happened.
I think it was like the Law and Orders were still sort of filming early on, so people they would just have actors walk in and take a mask off at the beginning of every scene. You're like, you're really telling me he's Christopher Maloney's had that on the entire time you've been shooting just to take it off right now? No, Stabler wouldn't do that.
No,
that guy doesn't. That guy's a loose cannon, which I think means good.
Yeah, you don't really want any loose cannons at
historically.
Yeah, that are blue lives.
There is this Napoleon trailer came out. Ridley Scott is making a Napoleon movie, and Joaquin Phoenix is Napoleon. And I'm watching it. I'm like, nah, that guy's alive now. Like that's how little I can suspend my disbelief for a movie. I'm like, that's the Joker guy.
Man, it's so weird that he did Joker and then did. That
Beau is Afraid.
Come On right after. Did you watch Come On, Come On? That movie ruled. I think that was what it's called. The one where he's like the NPR guy. It's such an opposite character of Joker and such a different audience. It's very good.
Well, maybe I'll check it out.
Check it out.
I don't know. It's hard to get a movie if it's not shoved in my face. If it's not coming out with another movie that's smashed together like a pun,
sure.
It's difficult for me. And speaking about smashing movies together like a pun.
Ready to play before and afters.
We're going to play a game called Before and Afters.
Okay.
How this game works is two movies have been smashed together into one. That transition was better than I think we gave it credit for.
Yeah, that was great, dude.
I will read you the smushed together plot. You have to tell me the smushed together title.
Okay.
So some titles. I mean, Barbenheimer would be one, but that's not really a well put together title.
No, it's not.
And
really
I do have to say, I love the Barbenheimer thing, even though I've seen neither of them.
Yeah.
I think anything that just gets everyone going to a movie is super
Yeah,
cool.
that's fun.
And I think I'm a big fan of anything that acknowledges that enjoying something is not mutually exclusive of enjoying another thing, and that success is not mutually exclusive.
Right.
This is a thing that I love. It's a thing that is not often agreed upon in comedy,
Yes.
where it seems like it's one in, one out, like a nightclub.
Yeah.
But it is not.
No, it's better if you're succeeding with other people.
What is it? A rising tide lifts
Yeah,
all boats.
all ships.
And so if Christopher Nolan's Tide can lift Barbie, and if Greta Gerwig's Tide can lift Oppenheimer, these seem like movies that can scratch two different itches.
Oh, yeah. I want to see both.
Me too.
I haven't seen either.
Going to see Oppenheimer tonight.
Ooh, baby.
In 1D. It's just I'm reading it.
Oh, okay.
I'm just someone's holding the 70mm film in front of me and running really fast.
Like they used to.
You see those IMAX reels that thing came on?
No.
They are like 30 feet across. It's so crazy. It's like it's a lot, but geek out. Let that guy geek out and do this crazy shit. I love it. All right.
Get ready to play.
I explained it already, but now get ready to play.
Okay.
So, here's some examples. Saving Private Silverman. There's two movies put together. The Wolf of Wall Street.
Okay.
There's two. Argo. That's Argo and Fargo. So you can see. I'll read you the plot.
All right.
You have to tell me. Either you have a pen. You have to tell me the smushed together title. Here we go. Number one. A small garbage tidying robot travels cross-country by motorcycle in search of spiritual truth.
Oh, Wally Dogs?
is not that.
All Easy Rider.
Wall Easy
Oh, that
Rider
makes way
is
more
correct.
sense.
All right.
No, do we have to buzz in, or are we
I
just
gotta
say-
get my pen. Yeah, we didn't. Look,
I don't know.
I was too focused on the sound effect
Yeah.
to like explain the actual rest of it.
It was a good sound effect.
Sure.
Each of these is worth 5 points, and I'll divvy it up based on how much of it you get. So it doesn't mean one person gets 5 points.
Consider Waleed Hogs.
I will. Someone can buzz in with that. Someone can buzz in with that.
Oh, I
or you
love
can
this.
just say your name.
Let me see how this works. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
All
you
right.
just hit it.
So for that one there, we got Tom, we got Phil. I'm gonna give Phil 4.
Oh, sounds
and Tom, you still get 1 for getting Wally.
Hey, I love it.
Cool.
So we see how the divvying works. Next
Yes.
up, a hotshot fighter pilot with cocky demeanor has to babysit his nieces and nephew, one of which is an angsty teen.
Oh shit. What the hell's the Top Gunklebuck?
Top Gunklebuck is correct.
Gunkle is very
That
funny.
is
What a fun
all
word, huh?
5 to ton. Oh, that one was. I love Gunkle.
Gunkle is
great
very
word.
fun.
I love. Is that Gunklebuck?
what that like
Portmanteau?
letter
Yeah.
arrangement is one of the funniest things in the world to me. My buddy was trying to come up with like the most offensive thing you could say that's not actually a bad word.
Sure.
And it was kunkmunkle.
It does sound like it.
Sounds horrible.
The UN letter combination in the middle of hard consonants feels like something bad's about to happen.
If you say it with a southern accent,
Yeah. If you say anything with a southern accent, you can tell the intent.
Yeah.
All right. So now it is 6-4. Tom is winning. Next one.
fuck.
An eccentric ship captain must save a governor's daughter and track down a cursed coin by entering a portal literally into the mind of a famous actor.
Wait, can you say the first part again?
And
Oh, you got it.
Yes.
Pirates of the Caribbean, John Malkovich.
Pirates of the Caribbean, John Malkovich
I had
is
the
correct.
second part, but I couldn't think of.
Is correct. That's going to be
So
4
confused.
points for Phil and 1 for Tom just for asking for a repeat. Okay. Participation here gets you at least a
Sure,
point.
sure.
All
I
right.
appreciate it.
All right. Last one until the last one.
Okay.
Found lost at sea, a man with amnesia realizes he has extraordinary fighting skills, and he joins the heavily armed puppet military organization to keep the world safe.
Oh, did you do it?
No, I was just moving. You go
Is
ahead.
it Cast Away of the Dragon?
No.
Fuck.
Like, not even, no.
I
not
know
even
the second
close?
part. So
All
can I
right.
get a point for that?
No.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I'll keep that in mind once we get to the end.
Thanks.
Found lost at sea, a man with amnesia realizes he has extraordinary... Phil?
Fuck! I don't know if I know this. Is it Captain Team America?
It is not Captain Team. What's Captain Team?
Captain
Yeah.
America.
Oh, it is not Captain Team.
I don't know much about
America.
Wait,
Captain America.
one more read of that.
Found lost at sea, a man with amnesia realizes he has extraordinary fighting skills, and he joins the heavily armed puppet military organization that keeps the world safe.
I don't know this first movie.
Yeah, I don't know either. I don't think.
All right, folks. You want the answer here?
Yeah. just-
We're looking for the Born Identity Team America.
Oh, it was
The
Team
Born
America. I thought
Identity
Team America was wrong. Damn
That's
it.
1 point for Phil.
I
What
didn't
other
realize
what
he
other
was found
puppet
lost at
military
sea.
movies
That's
are?
a great point. I
Well,
don't
dude,
know.
isn't the military a puppet for
That's what
everyone
I was thinking.
anyways?
Hey, you calm that
God
down now.
damn it.
My dad, sir.
Ready
I'm gonna kill myself.
When I've been doing this comedy show about like this brain disease, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and I did it in Kansas City, and someone like got up and started walking away. And I go, if you leave the show right now, I'm gonna kill myself. It's not
They
even
sit
really
back down?
And then, no, they left. And I did.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
End
but
of
I was
story.
like, you really have to build up a comfortable scenario for that to be a joke during a show.
Oh, yeah.
And it got a big laugh, and I was like, okay, this
Thank
means that
God.
we're at least honest. Yeah, I think if you
It
guys
is-
don't laugh at me to saying that, I'll fucking kill myself.
It is that's a tough because people don't real. I'll say that as a joke. I mean, obviously every time it's a joke.
Yeah.
But people are like, "What the fuck?" And I'm
Yeah.
like, "Oh yeah, most people don't say that." Like, as a-
right. The thing
as
is
a
that
common
you know who would
punchline.
really, really laugh at that is people who have.
Sure or not.
Maybe not. Generally, though, I'm only basing this off a couple friends I've had. They had good sense of humor. Here we go. Final one. A man who makes a living by filming shocking crimes and selling the footage to the news attempts to record all of a museum's animals that have come. Yes?
Damn you.
Wait. Night at the Museum Crawler.
You get
Nightcrawler at the museum.
Nightcrawler at the museum is
Okay.
correct. That's going to be
Alright.
4 for Tom, and I saw
Hey.
Phil
Yeah.
applauding, so that's one there.
Hey,
It
good
is
work.
10 to 10.
Wow.
That's not at all how the points
Wow.
could work from there being 25 total. Oh, wait, we didn't get one. So, yeah, it's perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, so there we go. It is now 10 to 10. We are now going to play.
Sexy.
Ooh.
Build a perfect movie.
This game is called Build the Perfect Movie. There's
right.
a few iterations of this game. It all involves Rotten Tomatoes scores. What's going to happen here is I'm going to tell you 5 Adam Sandler movies. You have to tell me which 2 of them's Rotten Tomatoes score adds up to exactly 100.
Okay.
So which
Is
of
this
these
another
2,
buzzer in, or you go back and forth?
I'll read all of them, and then you can. I'll read all 5, and then you can buzz in and tell me.
Okay.
If you want. So like I said, there's we got 5. Which 2 would make the perfect Adam Sandler movie? 100%. This is the critics score. Okay. Here we go. Which of these 2 wait till I read all 5 if you want to buzz in. Which of these 2 Adam Sandler movies creates one perfect one? Punch Drunk Love, Anger Management, Jack and Jill, Little Nicky, Uncut Gems. Tom?
I'm gonna say Jack and Jill and Punch Drunk Love.
That is incorrect.
Can we get a recap?
Punch Drunk Love, Anger Management, Jack and Jill, Little Nicky, Uncut Gems.
What about
I will tell you, Tom was right. One of the movies plays.
Okay. I'll say Uncut Gems and Little Nicky.
That is incorrect.
That wouldn't have. I didn't say either of those.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you gave me
You even acknowledged what I had said as being helpful.
thought you said Little
You're like,
Nicky.
yes. I understand what Kyle's saying. I could see it being a complete fucking lie, though.
All right.
My bad.
Can I do
Tom.
it? All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that I got Punch Drunk Love right, and then I'll say Little Nicky.
That is correct. Punch Drunk Love is a 79%. Little Nicky is a 21%.
What did Uncut Gems?
Uncut Gems is a 91.
See, I thought they might have gone. I figured it was really
Jack
high.
and Jill is 3. So too low to really help anyone out here
Yeah.
except maybe Schindler's List. Anger Management, which Schindler's List probably has even more rewatch value than Jack and Jill. And Anger Management is a 42%.
Wow, I liked them. I'm a
did
huge
too.
Adam Sandler fan, though. I haven't seen Jack and Jill, but I've seen all the others.
It is, I think he's pretty great.
Dude, you know who kills it in those movies other than him is John Turturro.
He's always
yeah.
Fucking nails
I
it.
really love him
rules.
in The Night Of, that HBO miniseries.
I haven't seen that.
He's got
I gotta
itchy
watch
feet.
that.
Yeah, he does have weird itchy feet in that movie.
Ooh, I loved him in Severance. You guys seen
He's very,
Severance?
very good in
Severance,
Severance,
ruled.
yeah.
Highly recommend.
Apple show. I love all these shows about how corporations are bad, put out by the
Put out by,
companies
like,
that won't give
Apple,
people $5
Amazon.
to come back to work.
Yep.
I love The Boys, about how a corporation can be wielded as a white supremacist hero, put out by Amazon.
Let's go.
It is a good show, though. I do love The Boys.
The Boys is very fun.
All right. We're now going to play another round of Build the Perfect Movie, but this is called Discrepancy. I now need you to give me the Adam Sandler movie with the biggest discrepancy between audience score and
Gotcha.
critic score.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And bonus points if you tell me which one's higher, the audience or the critics. But it doesn't matter. To win discrepancy,
Got it.
they just have to be as far apart as possible.
Yeah.
So Tom, since
Is it
you're
5 again?
Tom, you are winning 14-10. That was a 4-point game.
Okay.
So you can name any Adam Sandler movie. You're picking from anything.
Oh, okay.
Oh, shit.
And you're telling me the movie with the biggest discrepancy between audience and critic score.
Okay. Can I go now?
You can go now.
Oh, I'm going to say Uncut Gems. And I'm going to say, of course, the critic score is higher.
Okay.
I would agree. I thought the same.
You don't
thing.
think audience liked it?
No, I don't. I didn't really like it too much.
I loved it, but I do think that it went really high. I think I fucked up because I already can think of a better one, but
That's
I'm
okay.
gonna say Happy Gilmore. I think the critics are low. Audience loves it.
All right. Here goes Happy Gilmore loading. Happy Gilmore, 61% critic score.
wow.
Audience score, 85. So that's
Nice.
a 24 discrepancy.
Okay.
Which means, what do you need this to be lower than?
So I-
We have a 91% critic
Right.
score.
He's a
so I need to
70,
be like 60 something.
73.
Audience
Oh, yeah,
score
there
is
you go.
52.
Oh, damn!
People
Damn.
did not like this.
Yeah.
It's like my mom reviewed the movie 1,000 times. I went to
people
see
are
it.
dumb.
I was so excited to see. I went to see this movie with my mom.
Oh,
And did you
no.
know it's mostly a butt?
Yeah. It's a lot of
This movie is. There's a lot
sex.
of Julia Fox butt
Sure.
in this movie, and but I did like it well.
Loved
like
it.
as
I'm the
well.
dumb one. I did not like it.
I loved it, but
It's
I
okay to not
understand why
like
people
stuff.
wouldn't like it. It was too much a little bit.
It
I
was
left,
too much.
I left the theater. My heart was racing, and I was bleeding for some reason. I was randomly bleeding.
I actually left sweatier than I've ever been in my life.
Yeah.
Because I was so tense, and then I realized I was actually just in a heated AMC recliner that was on. Like
Mid-July.
I just, you don't know where the buttons are at or whatever, and I
Yeah.
just hit adjust it, and my lower back was just drenched. When I'm like, I was so nervous around my mom for this tense. No, I was just sitting in a hot chair.
That was such an intense experience. I had a weird thing where got out of the theater. I don't have my phone on during the movie. Get out.
Fuck yeah,
Realize it's like 7:30. I've gotten a text from a comic who's doing a show at a theater in the West Village where I'm like a 15-minute walk from.
Yeah.
But it's like I got to get there now. So I leave the theater, see that, have to sprint immediately.
You're just in a Safdie Brothers movie
I felt like I was
immediately.
living it. Yeah.
Have you seen Good Times? Robert
I love that
Pattinson?
one, yeah.
That one, if you like the way Uncut Gems made you feel, which no one should,
Yeah, it's bad.
This
but
is
it's
Tom, do you
even-
like making yourself bleed?
this
Did you
is
like that?
I love
even more intense. I would
Yeah,
say Good
it is.
Times is more stressful.
It is
than
very
Uncut
stressful.
Gems.
It's also less. I felt like less fun. The sports aspect to
I had no fun watching Good
no,
Times.
Good Time is not fun.
Like but I loved the movie.
It's so stressful, but
Once
it's
it was
very- it's
done,
compelling.
It was the happiest I've ever been. that
Those
it
guys
ended.
are really good at
Yeah.
what they do. You know what movie is? I want to say equally or maybe even more stressful because it's based on a true story. Although I think Good Time is too.
JFK.
Actually,
No,
you guys want
same
to watch
guys.
it? I have it here.
I can never remember what it's called. It's like
I have online
it's
here.
them. Yeah, look up their thing. It's a movie about
It's a
a
Safdie
heroin
Brothers
addict.
movie?
Yeah, and it's a real thing, and it's this horrible relationship this woman's in, and it's a similar thing that they did with like Julia Fox, where they this is the real lady that's in it who went through this. who
Daddy
was
Longlegs?
No.
For pleasure of being robbed?
No,
I'm just looking at stuff now. It's older.
it's older.
Heartland, Lenny Cook, Loser
No, no, no.
Island,
I'll know
Solid
when I hear it,
Gold, The
'cause it's got
Trophy
a
Hunter,
weird
Straight
name.
Hustle, Buttons, The Black Balloon.
No, let me look too, because
I'm just gonna hang out while you guys do
you
this.
looked at
The Pleasure, if you see something, say something.
No,
Alberto
no.
lives in a bathroom.
No,
What's
no,
going on
no.
here?
I can't believe they don't have this many movies. I didn't think.
It's a music video.
Heaven
That's a-
knows what it came up first.
That was literally the thing I skipped. I was like, there's no way it's this one. That's a normal title.
It came up first. It's a weird title. Heaven knows what.
What the Safdie brothers, they use up all of their energy on making you uncomfortable, so they don't have enough energy to pick a different font for their posters. Is what I'm noticing. Is we're Helveticing our like bold or blacked our way through all these posters.
Yeah.
God,
But-
I get so stressed out in their movies.
Yeah, it's very. Heaven knows what is very scary, stressful. It's about a young heroin addict named
Just
Ariel.
trying to make it in the world.
Ariel Holmes. This is a real story. The opening scene is one of the most fucked up things I've seen in a while. Roams the streets of New York to panhandle and get her next fix, while her unstable boyfriend, played by Caleb Landry Jones, who plays the brother in Get Out, drifts in and out of her life. at
Oh
random.
God, yeah, he has Safdie cast
Yeah.
face.
Yeah, he's good.
When
too.
you got a
He's
real
really fucking
bony, tired face.
good. Yeah, he's good.
He is really good. He's really, really great in Get Out. Well, hey, Tom, thanks for being here, and thanks for never
Guys.
having seen Memento.
happy to have done all of that.
Phil, thank you for being here and haven't seen it probably. Tom, tell people about your special, where you're at, and all that sort of stuff.
A new special out on. I shouldn't play that while
That's
I'm
kinda
doing
cool,
it.
yeah.
I have a new special out. It's free on YouTube, but it's through 800 Pound Gorilla. It's called Thakkar Noir, spelled just like the cologne with 2 Ks. It's actually how I should have been telling people how to spell my name the whole time and say it.
You just came up with that?
What's that?
Did you just come up with that now?
No, it's the name of the album.
Okay.
But I just realized I could have been telling people.
fine.
Oh, like
if they
for
fuck
years
up my
you
name.
could have been doing
yeah,
the cologne. You
but
know how
anyway.
comedy club bookers always know cologne.
Oh, they do, baby. I had a comedy club booker tell me once to squirt. He was like, "You should
Go on."
He goes, when you use cologne, he goes, do like 15 sprays, and he goes, it's gonna seem like too much. It's not. It is.
Yeah, that's much too much.
It is.
One is too much almost for any occasion.
Yeah. But yeah, the special is out. People are watching. I'm happy people are seeing it. But there's also an album attached to it that you can get wherever you listen to comedy albums. I'm really proud of it. It's just jokes. There's sadly no message.
That's great.
That's
it's
great.
just a bunch of jokes, but
like
it's a
that.
good time. And then I'll be in Tulsa this weekend. I'll be in Kansas City coming up, actually, for the comedy festival that will be there in October. Going to be in Vermont Comedy Club for New Year's Eve. November, I'm doing DC Improv in Boston. Check out my website for more details, tomthakkar.com.
THAKKAR.
You got it, baby.
Great.
Nice.
Phil, you got anything you want to tell people we're at on the internet and stuff?
Man, I go to a lot of open mics. Catch me at some open mics.
Catch Phil. He's a great gambler.
Hey, everybody, thank you so much for listening, and have a wonderful day.
I've never seen